All right, looks like players are ready to go. Volcanic Island Lotus Petal.
Oh man, this guy. I'm gonna float a blue.
Sure. That's fine. Sometimes you get thrown.
And a Wasteland to start the game. Brainstorm fired off here for Dennis. Harry Houdini has given out another sub and is now number 9, or tied for number 8. Tied for number 8 on the all-time leaderboard. Thank you, Harry Houdini. I don't like being tied. You're tied again, unfortunately. Thank you, Harry Houdini. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. And this is the perfect time to point this out. In the bottom right of your screen, we have our sub goal. That's our little fuel tank on our Twitch channel. You see it's about 2/3 of the way full right now, approximately. As Harry Houdini drops in another gift sub and moves into clean 8th place on the all-time leaderboard. Thank you, Harry Houdini. That's a little fuel tank down there. If that fuel tank runs out, the streams end. I'll find something else to do it by Wednesdays. Thank you, everybody that's become a member. And remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you become a member for free on our Twitch channel. Free. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate the opportunity to be here hanging out with you on my computer talking about Magic cards every Wednesday afternoon. I really appreciate it. 78% favored for Sneak and Show, says Twitch chat. All right, that's a strong prediction.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, every Wednesday I get to live the dream. That's for sure.
So aggro.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Never in a million years did I think I would be able to spend one day out of my week talking to my computer about Magic cards. And that would be my work day.
I'll look through and take a look. Yeah.
It really is special, and I appreciate it.
First blood. Yeah.
All right, Sneak Attack. Force of Will immediately fired off, pitching Brainstorm.
So, how many in hand? 4.
So some disruption here from Gabe so far in this game. The Wasteland, the Force of Will.
So aggressively mana denying me one land over there.
Prismatic Ending on the pedal. Looks like Dennis has a follow-up Sneak Attack, though. Another Force of Will, okay. Pitching Brainstorm. Stopping it again.
3 in hand?
4.
Go.
Dennis's threats are lining up with Gabe's answers. Uh-oh.
Fable in the Mirror Breaker.
All right, Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
I'll
That's something else for Gabe to deal with.
Dude, see if we need to get it out. He'll go to
Okay,
16.
Swordsing the Goblin.
I'm gonna spell
Spell Pierce on the swords.
get my dude out anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, the Goblin Shaman will live. Oh my goodness. Another swords, all right. Gabe just has all the disruption here. All the answers.
Yeah.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker will tick up to 2 now. Or is that getting missed?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'll discard Armor Core and Bristle Brand.
Okay, discarding Emrakul and Gristlebrand, drawing 2 cards.
Same scenario that happened to us last time.
Now Emrakul will trigger.
You draw first and then you shuffle.
Yeah, Harry Houdini pointing out lands are important at some point.
Oh, no, for the Fable. You drew, oh, you
We'll
drew
need
first.
some lands, yeah.
I did some. Yeah. You do have a shuffle.
Or Canman says I got to meet Gabe at MagicCon Philly. He played 4-color against my brother who played Red Painter. Awesome.
Kept such an aggressive
I
hand.
did. I can't keep a dirtle hand against you. You know this. It's no fun. Sure.
2, 3.
Physically, yeah. The only reason we all agree, there's like a whole social contract, right? Somebody's got to have a monopoly on violence.
Shocked if you like, I guess sideboarded it. Decided to be on the draw. I mean,
Oh my god, you're right.
Even if there were, are they gonna?
I don't know why.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, just say I won.
I'll be on the.
All right, Dennis passes the turn. Plenty of mana for Dennis.
I think it's like that game just didn't even register.
Not much mana for Gabe. Reflections of Kiki Jiki hits the board now.
I'm not doing much to finish this game here. I'm gonna ponder.
Another ponder for Dennis. Looking for a way to get a creature onto the battlefield, I guess. Discarded Gristlebrand and Emrakul, so I don't think creatures are the issue. Had 2 sneak attacks countered earlier in this game.
Yeah. Stop everything. Draw off.
Yeah, Force of Fill pointing out Gabe has not played another land yet. At a certain point, Gabe needs a land or this game is going to end in Dennis's favor, one way or another.
That's fair.
Can't really function in a blue control deck with 1 Savannah in play.
The biggest upgrade for this deck was a board change. Like,
Oh.
my god.
Big old spot.
Between that and the double face lands, I feel like
Yeah.
Watts was really just handing you guys the
Yeah. Not intentionally.
No. But it is funny.
How many weeks have you been playing that? The past like 4 weeks?
I haven't played Legacy recently.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I mean, like, I know what I signed up for when I played Urion. I signed up exactly the least.
It is frustrating. Like,
Oh my goodness, Force of Negation now. Dennis can't believe it. Found a show and tell, and it's getting Force of Negation, pitching, it looks like Spell Pierce. I believe that's Spell Pierce. I'm not completely sure.
Solid.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what was happening there. Gabe was just pointing out this was my opening hand, I guess.
5 cards, come on.
Everybody knows what Dennis is playing at this point. Dennis, if you have another deck, it would be a great time. Everybody knows what you're playing. You can't even fake us out. Everybody's game 1 keeping 5 Force of Wills in their hand.
Life from one?
Cross my fingers.
Life for Nolome, get back Wasteland and Flood Strand. Not that exciting, but Gabe is finally doing something besides disrupting at this point.
13.
So find the basic map.
Makes sense.
It's too way over. It's gonna have to get there.
If this Reflections of Kiki Jiki attacks for lethal in this game, I think we'll have to end the stream.
Yep.
Because I think like,
Yep, 15.
well, do you have a judge?
We'll just have to.
And I'm trying to march your brother really like to love the Trinisphere and pitching something.
Pitching something to reduce the cost. So can you?
Alright, let's go beat down.
Only 2 minutes.
Yeah. Go.
All right, Team and Spirit Guides on the board, ready to attack.
Here comes the 2-2 beats.
I've an issue for you. You beat me gaining 3 life. That's an Earl.
Like force of will.
All right, Uro hitting the stack here. Malfi says the issue is being reactive to Dennis versus being reactive. Being so reactive, you have no pressure, I suppose. Yeah, for sure. Eventually have to get a clock on the board. When I've played like Bant control decks in the past, or Soul Tie, or anything like that, I like I've run like Tarmogoyf in my deck just to have you have to disrupt these first couple of turns and then just end the game. You can't have your opponent be able to keep cantripping and casting multiple copies of Show and Tell and whatever. I guess nowadays though these Bant focused decks have Uro and Minsc and Boo, Comet filling that role. Minsc and Boo especially. Still many Legacy players are not sold on Comet, and Uro can be kind of slow. Alright, Sneak Attack, Atraxa comes in. This seems like it's wrapping up now.
Because I kept some positive attacks.
I don't really see a path to victory for Gabe at this point. All right, takes a look at the revealed cards and scoops it up. That's game 1 going to Dennis. I don't really like Stoneblade as far as like I'd rather be on 4-color control than Stoneblade against Sneak and Show, for example.
So yeah, I haven't had that.
I don't really
I think that
think the
I'm not convinced it's actually good.
Stoneblade deck has great disruption.
I think the guy at this shop was
Yeah, Stoneblade has dead draws.
Chancellors of the Annex instead. And Thought Caesar, I think Thought Caesar's plus the memory for him. Just room. And that seemed maybe better for me.
Atraxa beats Caldra, yeah. Red gift sub badge Harry Houdini, absolutely right.
It's a similar deal with the bridge from below, where it's like you need it once in a blue moon, but the bridge from below.
All right, Mr. Rainforest.
They come up way more often, I think. Social postures on your third or whatever. It's a shitty way to lose like
Go.
That's kind of hilarious. Yeah, it really is. Wait, no. Yeah.
Instep Brainstorm.
I've definitely had some amount of like oops all spells, at least in modern, like concede when like it was.
Yeah, Containment Priest is good. Containment Priest is all over the place in the format right now, right?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Especially in an online setting, you have to play it out because there's a chance you're going to
But if they get that turn 1 show and tell, you're just a goner if it resolves. Also, like a deck like Doomsday or Reanimator playing a Stoneblade. I don't know what the actual matchup numbers look like, but that's not really what I want to be doing.
I did bring old school brawl and 3-9 if you have either of those.
I only have my modern.
All right, Dennis fetches up Volcanic Island.
It's creativity, so I have to move the fables from here to there.
Oh, cool! You're playing Fable.
Yeah, it's like a 2 of the
I can see it.
It's not solid. People used to be running 4 and like it's nice to see it more often, but you definitely it gets a little.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker getting blue blasted here.
It's not a blue card, can't catch it for 4.
Right, but it does. I like the synergy with Yorion.
Wedge Boy, thanks for the resub. 6 months for Wedge Boy. That's a new badge. Thank you, Wedge Boy. Appreciate it.
And it's also just nice when you get to like discard your own effects line and just cast your own. It's just like in fair matchups, that's like these games.
Yeah.
Plus the treasures too can help out a lot for like stuff in Blood Moon or like some back to basics nonsense. Etc.
Finding a tropical island with flooded strand.
It's like haha. Now I can cast my spells.
Mystic Sanctuary. Blue Blast.
Plus,
Mystic Sanctuary put blue blast on top.
I have 2 fables. That is a win condition. You can just like.
And Sylvan Library. Okay.
And his deck is a little strong. Especially ones that don't just lose to a single correction.
Yeah. No, I've found playing that deck. I mean, it's not like you're not going to win some of those games, but you do draw some of those.
Yeah, that's the problem. I remember the first time I played this version of the deck was after Sword and all that. This is before.
All right. Pyroblast on show and tell.
But like my only win conditions at the time were Uro and
Force of Will to protect show and tell now. Pitching Brainstorm.
Veil of Summer at the time is either 5.
Veil of Summer. It's pretty good.
Draw a card if you cast a blue spell, and I have hexproof from black and blue stuff.
So I'm drawing like
So
blue
it
cards
can't be
that
pyroblasted.
But like
You have another force there. That's pretty big. That's crazy.
Force pitching show and tell on Veil of Summer.
One
card.
Sure.
Are you putting anything in? Fuck, my favorite.
Come on, Gabe, put something in. You can put anything in? All right. Traxa comes in. Let's see the top 10. So Traxa can be beaten. It's the stuff that comes after it that will be a problem.
So it doesn't really matter.
Looks like an Atraxa, an Emrakul, Gristlebrand, Ponder, Fury, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. All right, so no show and tells, no sneak attacks. So if Gabe can remove this Atraxa, there's a chance.
if I'm gonna keep playing this deck, I gotta play
Remove Atraxa, follow up with Minsc and Boo or something could be pretty good. And then Sylvan Library help find some more defenses.
Blast on top of your deck. The Fury's not doing much.
I mean, it's almost like a blind pay 8 life situation.
Yeah, everything but
If
red.
this, whether this Atraxa lives next turn or not, based on Gabe's hand. No white mana in play is a bit awkward though. I wonder the reason for. Well, I guess Gabe wanted to keep Vela Summer open and deploy Sylvan Library. And do Mystic Sanctuary, so Savannah and Tundra were not an option with that fetch. It's a bit awkward now, though. No white mana. Unless there's a white mana in hand and a swords.
I just had to win. So I had to, I think I had like a call.
Yeah, I played a land every turn, and you have.
I ended up like, I think the turn 0 was his turn. I ended up flashing the stack hash mage on the instant for no value, just to start beating me down. And I barely squeaked it out.
So,
And I was like, I remember trading it for the end. Like, that was the hardest I've ever had.
Gabe is taking a look at the hand here. It looks like it's Carpet of Flowers, Blue Blast, Brainstorm. I think I have to guess we're paying 8 life. Unless I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Brainstorm. Yeah, Savannah was not possible because they needed to Sanctuary. Would have been nice though. Can survive a hit from an Atraxa. The game doesn't end next turn. Doesn't have Annihilator or anything like that. It's not like Crystal Brand where you just draw 7 more cards. Only one. It looks like only one mystery card in Dennis's hand. Atraxa, Scalding Tarn, and Fable of the Mirror Breaker are the others. Fable of the Mirror Breaker can be countered with Blue Blast, potentially. Carpet of Flowers. Yeah, Carpet can make white mana. Passing the turn. Okay. So most likely this Fable of the Mirror Breaker will be countered by Blue Blast if it gets cast, is my guess. Atraxa attacks. Atraxa attack will go through. Gabe still needs to remove this Atraxa. The other cards in hand, we don't. Alright, so Fable of the Mirror Breaker, as I predicted, was cast. Gets countered by Blue Blast. Here's a Ponder for Dennis. I was going to say, if Dennis had just drawn a Show and Tell or a Sneak Attack, we might be in a different spot. The awkward thing here is that the other card in hand is another copy of Atraxa, Legend Rule and whatnot, but the ETB of Atraxa is good enough that it would be worth considering. Okay, there's a Volcanic Island open. Carpet mana is obviously not available on the opponent's turn. Okay, so now I got a glimpse at Gabe's hand. It's Force of Will and Dress Down. Not super relevant. Looks like Prismatic Ending, Blue Blast, and a card. Are we going to pay 4 life here? Okay, so Gabe is in the chat pointing out only 1 swords was kept in the deck. A bit awkward. Containment Priest after making some white mana. Has 2 white floating, I guess. Past the turn.
I think the side that like it will like.
So Dress Down is in hand. Can Dress Down then chump block with Containment Breeze. Stress down in response to sneak attack.
But right before
Did I really order them wrong? God damn.
Look,
That's fine.
you know, kudos to people who play Dredge if that's your favorite deck. Good for you. I just hate it when it's tier 1 because it's just like so, especially back in the day, like when
That was on the
it was
top
like
of
draw
it.
your
I ordered it wrong.
It was just like, God, like you know, do I have Bruce?
Ah, okay. So Gabe apparently meant to keep Blue Blast on top of the deck, but accidentally put them in the wrong order from Sylvan Library and wanted to draw Blue Blast out with Dress Down to counter the sneak attack. Mr. Lee's here in the chat. What's up, Mr. Lee? Mechanic Island fetched up here.
I'm gonna give my ammo core haste here.
As long as you're consistent.
Okay, so this came up on a recent stream. Attacking with Emrakul and Atraxa.
I misordered.
Now, if anything, the reason I'll never do it is because I don't even think it would perform much better.
Like 15-15 hasty, no abilities.